Hi and welcome to the 107th edition of Quotes, Quibble and Question, your weekly leadership development fix from me, Matt the Coaching Guy. This week we're going to focus on the standards you set for yourself. Have you ever noticed how the standards you set for yourself quietly become the standards that everybody expects from you? It starts out as pride, this is who I am, energy that drives you to do better, to be better, to lead better. But over time, the same standards can start to feel like the thing that's holding you back. But here's the tricky bit. When you set the bar high and you keep it there for a while, people assume that's just you. When you start to tire, ease up or shift priorities, it looks like you're out from the outside that you've lost your edge, when in reality you're just trying to make it more sustainable. So this week we'll explore the standards we hold, how they can both serve and strangle us, and what it takes to recalibrate without losing credibility or confidence. And your quotes for this week are, be the yardstick of quality. Some people aren't used to an environment where excellence is expected, Steve Jobs. If you set your bar at amazing, it's awfully difficult to start, Seth Godin. What we are doing repeatedly, excellence, then it's not an act, it's a habit, Aristotle. Courage doesn't always roar. Sometimes it's a quiet voice at the end of the day saying, I will try again tomorrow. Mary Ann Radmacher. And your quibbles for this week, and I hear and see it all the time, we confuse high standards with constant performance. We tell ourselves that to lead by example, we can't drop the ball, not once. But leadership isn't about not slipping. It's not about being honest enough to say things are going to change. The danger is if you don't communicate these adjustments and you don't tell your team, you don't tell your family, you don't even tell yourself the energy is shifting and you're not looking at the things the way you did before, you look like you're disengaging. When actually you're just recalibrating your standards to fit a more sustainable version of you. So here's some signs to look out for. You're proud of what you do, but you're constantly exhausted by it. You avoid tasks not because they're hard, but because they no longer align with what matters most. And you get frustrated with others that can't match your pace, but you deep down wish that you could slow down too. Sustainability isn't about lowering your standards, it's about aligning it with reality and purpose. You are no longer the person you used to be. Years in leadership have shaped you, the good stuff and the bad, and you've tried to maintain the pace at which you started the race. Let it go. I love it that you've got high standards, but by striving for perfection that doesn't exist, you need to give yourself a break, take a little space, and be kinder to yourself. You have time. And that's paraphrased from Tony Robbins, which I love. And here's some top tips to align more practically. Order your always. Anything you say you always do is worth reviewing. Routines need refreshing too. Be transparent early. Don't wait until burnout to explain your change or in pace or focus. Redefine high. High standard doesn't mean high stress. It means high integrity, doing what you say you will do in a way that still leaves room for life. Celebrate maintenance, not just improvement. Sometimes holding steady is a win. And your questions for this week are, what standards are you holding yourself to right now that once inspired you but now quietly exhaust you? And what would it look like to keep your integrity whilst giving yourself permission to evolve? So as you move into this week ahead, take a moment to check in with yourself. The standards you've built over time have helped you shape your success. They've earned your trust, credibility and respect. But even the best standards need updating. Growth means evolving what great looks like to you today, not clinging to what it used to be. Leadership isn't about endlessly keeping up. It's about showing up, honestly, sustainably, humanly. Give yourself permission to adjust the pace, reset the bar, and keep leading with integrity and the energy that lasts. Thanks for listening to the newsletter this week. If you've got any subjects that you'd like to hear more about, do drop me an email at matt@thecoachingguy.co.uk. And if you're looking to step into coaching and want to discover how I can help you rise, lead boldly and live fulfilled with coaching that changes more than just your career, drop me a DM on LinkedIn or an email and let's start the conversation today. Have a great week. See you next week. Bye for now.